Welcome to day 12 of the 12 Days of Christmas with Katie and myself. I'm Angie Moore, close to my heart maker and advocate. And first, I want to thank you for watching our videos. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and you enjoyed the projects, that it inspired you to go out and try some of these techniques yourself when you get a chance to. I know Christmas is coming and it's kind of busy. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I will be demonstrating today a gatefold card with a thin cut. So let's go ahead and get started with that. There we go. This is the card that we will be making, and I've got all my things here ready to go. What I used to create this project is I used the geometric grids. You get 2 of these, and I also used the Stamp and Thin Cuts Comfort and Joy card making. What's beautiful about this is that, yes, it does have the thin cuts for every single one of these beautiful acrylic stamps. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take an 8 by 5.5 piece of cardstock. Now you can do it in white, which is how I did it, or in red. And I will show you what that looks like if you do it in red. Kind of saves you a little step. So you can do this, and then you have your outside, so your card is red, and that's what it would look like. And you can put a piece of white cardstock in the middle. Got some glue in my fingers, yay. So there you go. So that's what it would look like. And then when you would open it up, you could put your sentiment inside. I'm going to do it the way that I have as an example. So I am going to take my 8 by 5.5 size card, and I'm going to make sure that it's nice and flat. And if there's a little gap, it's okay. And I'm going to take my red cardstock. You can also do it the other side if you want, but I used the double-sided paper for this project. And this is the Comfort and Joy, which is also available still. And you can find that on my webpage. I believe it's still there. So make sure it's nice and straight. Let that stay there for a second while it dries. Now remember, the 2-sided paper, it's darker on this side and it's lighter on the other side. So I actually used this one on the lighter side. So I will make sure that I do this one with the lighter side instead of the darker side, which is the example that I have for you to follow. Put that on there, and there we go. Now, I am going to give you a hint. When you use the glitter paper, when I cut it through my die cut, I did not cut it with the shiny side up, but with the backing up. So when it went through, it would cut through it all a lot sharper. So if that makes any sense, hopefully it does. So when I ran it through the machine, I ran it with the plate up and with the plate on top, and then just ran it that way, so it would make it sharper, not as hard to sometimes when it's thick. So I just run it that way all the time now. So I'm ready to put glue the back side of it. Do that one. And all the instructions and dimensions will be in my description below. So I'm going to line this just like that. Take this one and glue this up. And make sure it's nice and aligned. There we go. So it looks good, good, good. So now I'm ready to adhere this. So I'm just going to do it on half of it. And I'm actually going to use the spongy side. Oops. I'll put it really, really well so that it'll stick very well too. And I am going to go ahead and lay it just like that. And I'm going to just open it up. Make sure it's right where I want it. You can see the green is all covered. Give it a second for it to dry, because I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. Take my scissors. I usually use my non-stick scissors, but I'll use these today. And just put your scissors right along the edge of that cardstock. And you just cut away. I'm going to hold it this way so that I can make sure I can hold it down and there we go. So that side is done. Now I'm ready to do the other side. I should have used my all-purpose mat for this. But this will do. Alrighty. So now I'm going to close it up. And I'm going to take the other half and align it. Just like that. And if you have a little bit of extra, because maybe you didn't cut it as far or whatever, you can always take your scissors and you can do a little bit of trimming on there. That's not going to hurt anything because it's aligned. This doesn't happen very often. It just happened now, which is fine because this is something you don't have to say, oh, drats, I got to do it all over again. You don't. And there you go. You can't even tell. Now I'm ready to put my sentiment on. And I'm actually going to only put it on one side. So let me take some of this off. Actually, what I will do is I would use the, you can see there's a center part right there. I would go ahead and use that as my guide. And I will go ahead and align this right in the middle and mash it down. Got a little bits of something stuck there. And align it right there. And of course it's not all glued down, so it'll take a minute for it to, because of it being porous, I did try tape runner, but that didn't work very well. And so there you go. So once it dries, it'll be in place and your card is already done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Wait for us next time. We will be doing some more of these videos. So I hope that we will catch you again. Don't forget to visit Katie's page and of course her YouTube channel and mine as well. And thank you very much for watching and have a Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.